Okay, so are you ready to like really get into it today?
I am definitely ready, yeah.
Because today we're doing a deep dive on Mark Angel comedy.
Oh, cool.
And, I am super excited about this one.
Yeah.
We've got some excerpts from The Secret About Mark Angel Comedy by Olga Landlord.
Interesting.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'm already kind of intrigued
Oh, for sure.
just by that title alone.
Secret.
It's like there's something more to these sketches than meets the eye. What do you think makes Mark Angel comedy so successful?
Well, I think you're right. That title definitely hints at something deeper going on.
Right.
And I think a big part of their success is that they manage to make you laugh while also, kind of making you think about Nigerian society. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for example, there's this sketch called School Buses. And it starts off with this scene of kids, like all crowding onto a bus,
Yeah.
which is something I think a lot of people can relate to.
Definitely, yeah.
Total chaos, right? Yeah.
But then it starts to touch on things like the state of education,
Yeah.
economic disparities, even road safety.
Wow.
And it does all this in a way that's still funny.
Right.
It's subtle.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not hitting you over the head with a message,
That's really interesting.
but it makes you think.
So it's like they've figured out this way to make social commentary
Right.
hilarious but thought-provoking at the same time.
Exactly.
Now, I'm curious about something the source mentions, meticulous planning.
Yeah.
What does that actually look like in practice for Mark Angel comedy?
It goes beyond just planning.
Yeah.
It's really about understanding like all the little nuances of Nigerian culture.
Right.
And then figuring out how to translate that into comedy. So the real secret, I think,
Yeah.
is in how they take these everyday situations and they inject them with this exaggerated humor.
Okay.
Almost absurd, but it feels familiar at the same time.
Familiar but fresh.
That's a good way to put it.
Like, the character of Olga Landlord?
Yeah.
He's not just a random grumpy landlord. He's like this embodiment of a certain type of Nigerian authority figure.
Wow.
A little bit pompous, easily flustered, but like ultimately harmless,
I see. Okay, you've definitely piqued my interest even more with this whole Olga Landlord character.
Yeah.
It seems like he's in a lot of their sketches.
Oh, he is.
What makes him such a comedic goldmine?
Well, Olga Landlord is brilliant because he kind of represents this clash between tradition and modernity,
Okay.
which is something a lot of Nigerians can relate to.
Yeah.
He often plays opposite Emanuela, the little girl.
Yeah.
She's always up to mischief.
Yeah.
It's kind of like representing the old ways,
I see.
struggling to keep up with the changing world.
Right.
And that dynamic creates these hilarious situations. Like, there's one sketch
Oh, yeah.
where she makes him think she's possessed by a ghost.
I remember that one.
Oh, it's so funny.
The way they play off each other is perfect.
Yeah.
But it's got to be more than just the characters, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Like there's something about their filmmaking style that also adds to the humor.
Absolutely. They use a lot of handheld camera work.
Right.
Quick cuts, zooms. It gives the sketches this raw, almost documentary-like feel.
Right.
It makes it feel more spontaneous and unpredictable, even though, it's all carefully planned out.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like they've achieved this perfect balance of chaos and control.
Exactly.
It's really interesting to see how these sketches that seem so simple on the surface are actually the result of so much careful thought.
Yeah. And that's the main takeaway, I think.
Yeah.
Mark Angel Comedy's success isn't just about being funny.
Right.
It's about really understanding their audience, reflecting Nigerian culture,
Yeah.
and delivering a comedic experience that is both entertaining and insightful.
That's a really great point. It makes you think about what is it about this style of digital comedy that makes it connect with audiences all over the world?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because at the end of the day, human experiences are pretty universal.
Right.
Or maybe it's because digital platforms have just made it so much easier to connect with people from different places.
Yeah.
Whatever the reason is, Mark Angel Comedy shows us that laughter can do so much more than just entertain.
Right.
It can connect us, make us think, and reflect on the world around us.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it, folks. The real secret behind Mark Angel Comedy.
Yeah,
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, and be sure to check out their work if you haven't already.
definitely worth watching.
You won't be disappointed.
Yeah.
Until next time.
See you later.